Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to try to do the Going Gumshoe quest on Laurel, my paladin. I just thought I'd do a walkthrough on it. The first thing we need to do is have 4 skills out. We're going to use Detect Hidden, Forensic Evaluation, Spirit Speak, and Inscription. Now all these skills can be at 0 and still work except for Detect Hidden. If you're a human, you already have that innate plus 20 to it. So Laurel's a human, so she'd be okay without any training. I think elves also have an innate detect hidden ability. Gargoyles do not. So if you're a gargoyle, you're going to need to train it. And since detect hidden is a free skill on UOAlive, I'm going to go ahead and train it on Laurel too, because I think the higher it is, the better your chance whenever you have to use it. So you can train it from the thief over here. 246. Okay, so now I have Detect Hidden. So the first thing we're going to do is go talk to the town crier. I guess the second thing we're going to do. And this is where we pick up the actual quest. Let's find, here we go. Royal Britannian Guard Detective Branch gets new headquarters, Inspector Jasper named as chief. Read that. Get the quest, there it is, accept the quest. So now we're going to go to Britain and we're going to go talk to Inspector Jasper. It's going to be in this building down here, all the way to the east. Alright, we found the Chief Inspector Jasper. Read this book and you'll need to inspect something at the Britain Cemetery. So he gave us a book, and all this really does is tell us, that we're going to need the detect hidden skills. We're going to need forensic evaluation. It's just kind of a clue that we're going to be using those skills. Okay, off to the Britain Cemetery. So here's what we're supposed to be inspecting. So let's talk to this guy. He tells you that one of the gravestones has been messed up. And why do they insist on messing up the headstone? So we're going to find the damaged headstone. And it's kind of hidden over here. It's kind of hidden behind this wall. But when you mouse over it, it says damaged headstone. So we're going to use forensic evaluation on it. And there it is. So this is supposed to give us a clue. And now we're going to follow the bloody footprints. See these bloody footprints? We're going to follow them into this building. And now we're going to use, kill the zombie. Now we're going to use our detect hidden skill. You see nothing hidden. So, what? I might have to do it a few times. There, it worked. You notice something hidden in the floor. So that's what we're waiting for in each of these buildings. So on this headstone, you'll notice it says, born Vesper, lived Moonglow, worked you. So that's our first clue. We're going to be going to Vesper, Moonglow, and you. So when I use forensic evaluation on this thing that was detected with Detect Hidden, a trapdoor comes up. When I double-click the trapdoor, it says, the door is secured with an alphanumeric lock. How do you wish to arrange the mechanism? The answers to these are really easy to get. It's on the UO guide. It's right here on your map. It'll even tell me that the word is Boreas. But if you're like a super dork like me, you want to know, well, how did they get that word Boreas? Where's that from? Is that a clue in this headstone? So I dove down that rabbit hole. And with the help of my 14-year-old son, the genius, we discovered that it's basically a Caesar cipher. And the last name of each person on the headstones is the word that needs to be decoded. So when you Google Caesar cipher, you can find this website. And if you type in that word, William, see, Thomas William, we're going to type in William here, and then we're going to decrypt it with brute force. I'll explain real quick what a Caesar cipher is. Apparently, it's where you replace one letter of the alphabet with another, and you determine that by the shift. So like if the shift was 3, then A would equal D, and B would equal E, etc. But on this one, we don't know what the shift is. If there's a clue that tells you what the shift is, I couldn't find it. But if you just decrypt with brute force, which all that does is it tests all possible shifts. So there's 26 letters in the alphabet, and it tests 25. And then it gives you the most probable answer at the top, which is Boreas. So that's how they came up with that word. So I really spent a long time struggling trying to figure out if they gave a clue about the shift, because the shift is 20 to the right. And if you go 20 to the right of B, you're going to get a V. And if you go 20 to the right of O, you're going to get an I. And I looked on all these gravestones for some kind of clue of what that shift could be. And my theory, and I totally could be wrong, is that in each one there is a clue that it's all possible shifts. Because like this one, this right here, a shifty character, I think that's the clue that it's a Caesar shift. It's a Caesar cipher, often called a Caesar shift. So that's supposed to be the clue. Very esoteric. And it says, yet loved by all. On this one, he's got a forever romantic. So we have all, forever. On this one, it's immeasurable character count. Immeasurable. On this one, it's eternal slumber. So my theory, and I could be wrong, is that, with eternal, immeasurable, all, forever, those are clues telling me that you test all possible combinations. And I could totally be wrong on that. So I'm not going to go into a long time explaining those anymore. We're just going to use the words. Let's just say the word, and we're in. Now in each place, we're going to find a book. We're going to use forensic evaluation on the book.
Aha!
And then we're going to use inscription on the book to take a copy of it. In each place we're going to do this. Also in each place, and this wasn't in the UO guide, but whenever I tried to turn in just the books, just the scrolls that I got from that, it wouldn't advance the quest. I had to go back and do this on all these little piles of dust. So while you're here, use forensic on the pile of dust. And so now we're going to go to each graveyard, and in each one we're going to find the book, we're going to make a copy, and we're going to do forensics on the dust. So our next stop will be Vesper. I'll just go to Haven and take the Moon Gate. Okay, so we're at the damaged headstone. We're going to use forensics on it. This one, the word is Xerif V. A shifty character loved by all. And now we're going to find the secret room. I think it might have been over here. Detect hidden. We notice something hidden in the floor. No, we're going to do forensic evaluation. And the word here is, I'm just going to use my map. It says moorings. So sometimes these do not match, because the last name for Vesper was Xerif. And when you go into the Caesar the Caesar cipher and type in Xeri, F-V-E-I, you get Tenebrae. Now, tenebrae is the word on another graveyard, but on this one, the word is morions. And I don't know if that's like, maybe the developers thought, you know what, this isn't esoteric and complicated enough. Let's add another level of complexity. So anyway, I'm just going to let it go. So we're going to do forensics on the book. We're going to inscribe the book, inscribe it, and don't forget that dust. Forensics on the dust. And now let's move on to Moonglow. Let's find the damaged headstone. There it is. It's right on top of it. Sucks Octi. So just for giggles, I'm going to put this in here. Sucks Octi. It says the word is morions. But we just used morions in Vesper. So it's like they give you the words, but the words don't always match the location, because that would be too easy. Carthax. And we're in. Let's forensics the book. Inscribe the book. And forensics the dust. Whoopsie. Alright, now on to you. Damaged headstone. So anyway, we've got that. Let's find the... I don't remember which building it's in. Maybe this one? Let's do detect hidden. We're just going to keep trying until we get it. Now forensics on the floor. And tenebrae is our word. Forensics on the book, inscription on the book, and let's find the dust. There we go. So now I believe we're ready to go back to the inspector. I've gotten 4 scrolls. Each one of these parchments is from when we inscribed the books. So let's head back to Jasper. Would you look at that? I suspect you aren't as useless as you look. So go to the Lyceum in Moonglow and enlist the assistant of the cryptologist. Okay, so let's go to Moonglow. Us to use detect hidden to find a book in this room right down here in these bookshelves. And the first time I did this, I found it on the first try just by clicking anywhere, but I also had a character who had much higher detect hidden. So on this one, I don't know if I need to be clicking on the bookshelves or if I can just click in the room. Like I said, the first time it worked when I just clicked on the floor in the room. I don't know though, I read that this was the hardest part of the quest. You just need higher detect hidden. Gotta train it before you start the quest. I would go to my house and set up a macro and get it up to 50 before you even start. It's in this building, I know. What if it's down there? What if it could be in either of these? Oh no. What if it could be in any of these buildings? Y'all, I'm getting into area that I don't know. I found it and I clicked on the floor. I clicked on the floor in this room, and the first time I did this quest, it was over here where I found it. The first time I did it, I found it in this room. So, can confirm you don't have to click on each little bookshelf. Just click in the rooms. Just go from room to room and click on the floor. I guess. I could be wrong, but that's what just now worked for me. Alright, so now let's head back to Jasper. Alright, so now we need to go to Papua to find a sage called Humboldt. So now to get to Papua, don't we do that from Moonglow? Alright, so there he is in the shipyard. So we want to go to the shipwright and then descend the ladder, and this is where we're going to use Spirit Speak. The swamp dragon, I didn't know they were here. Gotta remember that. I want to get Laurel a swamp dragon mount. Mount befitting her station. Down the stairs, and there he is, and he's a ghost, so we gotta use Spirit Speak next to him. And it can be 0 skill. In fact, I think you can even have your arrow turned down. The prophecy, so you can read this on your own, obviously. So now back to Jasper. I think we're done. We're finished. We did it. And as a reward, we got the RBG Detective Branch official credential. And from what I understand, this is a necklace that you have to wear to gain access to the crafting area at the entrance of Khaldun Dungeon in Trammel. And we also got a deed for a reward title. Thou hath been bestowed the title Gumshoe. And that's it. We completed the quest. So thanks for coming along with me, guys. Bye.